Hey guys, welcome to episode 114 of Dragon Ball Super. In this episode, Kale and Caulifla team up against Goku and kinda kick the crap out of him. Now, of course, as they have been doing, they have this preview thing before even the title sequence for the episode, and I gotta say, I don't really like that at all. But what do you guys think of the preview thing? I think it just gives away a part of the episode for no real reason, because you're gonna see that part in like 15 minutes anyway. So what's like the point? It's just gonna take up a little bit more time. And then we got Kale powering up into her Berserker form, trying to control her power. As if we need a reminder, Goku's like, that's the form that I fought like 10 episodes ago. As if we needed a reminder, you know? So a lot of like little filly elements in here, like kind of filler-ish, fluff, so to speak. And I felt like it was only there to kind of increase the running time of the episode, as if they didn't have enough of the fight to go around for the whole 20 minutes, you know? So as she's doing this, she gets her Berserker form, we get to Jiren, and he like flinches his hand as if he's like feeling that power, because obviously this is like an overwhelming type of power. Even though a little bit later we'll see that Goku fights her as Super Saiyan God. But what's really cool is Vegeta going up against Toppo. We get a little bit of that, and Vegeta's like, don't be mistaken, I'm number one. Flashes right in front of Toppo and bashes him right in the face. That was pretty cool. And so the sequence was very interesting in that it really reminded me of like a Hulk, or She-Hulk as I like to call her. Like she's like really trying to struggle to control this power, and Caulifla's like talking to her, and they got this like sisterly connection, which is really sweet. And I do like that aspect of these characters. It's somewhat of a unique relationship to this series. I just wish that they had more like prior development to this so that we can be a little more invested in their actual character development and just their characters in general as they grow. So Caulifla breaks through to her, and Kale is able to control her power. And then finally they team up and start fighting Goku, and the music during this is pretty badass. The fight begins, and it's pretty cool to see the choreography, and there's actually some interesting like camera angles and moves that they integrated into this. The animation wasn't too bad in this. There were some points where it was really wonky, but then there were some points where it was really spot on. And especially with a lot of the stills that they had in this. You know, sometimes you would have this really good looking still image, and they would kind of just move this single image over, which is what I'm saying when there was wonky animation. Like that's like post-production animation there. Or I believe the actual term of that is tweening, or tweening animation. But yeah, the initial fight was pretty cool. Goku even uses the solar flare, aka the Taioken, which to me, I don't know why he felt the need to use that. Beforehand, we got a really good tactic of Kale flinging Caulifla, and then Caulifla like jumping at Goku. You think that Goku could have either blocked or like hit her or something like that, or blasted her, but he decided to use the Taioken, which was kind of weird. And it was also kind of funny that he felt the need to apologize to Tien. He's like, sorry Tien, I'm borrowing your move. It's like, you've used this move like so many times before, and Krillin's used it so many times before. Like everybody knows this technique. Why aren't you apologizing to Master Roshi whenever you do a Kamehameha, you know? I just thought that was kind of funny. We get this interesting moment with Frieza where he's just kind of blatantly death beaming everywhere, and we see Dispo hiding behind a rock, and he's like, I can't face this guy. And in my head, I'm like, why can't you face this guy? Like, that would be a pretty cool fight to see. Like, is Frieza stronger than Hit? Because, you know, Dispo was beating the crap out of Hit before Hit got that tactic of tricking Dispo into thinking that he was doing the time skip. So you would think that Dispo would be a good match for Frieza, so that's whatever. I was kind of hoping for that fight. Maybe we'll get like a Dispo versus Android 17 or something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. We got this dude, Katapesla, however you pronounce that, going up to fight Frieza. He's a pretty interesting character. However, shouldn't his suit like disqualify him? Wouldn't that be considered a tool? That's whatever. Whatever is cool is not disqualified. So I don't know, this whole Frieza stuff, I don't know what like the point to it all was. It didn't really tie into the story of the episode at all. It just, like I said earlier, just felt like something to fluff out the running time of the episode, especially with Frieza and Goku kind of arguing a little bit as to who's gonna take on the two, Kale and Caulifla. But Goku goes in to fight them anyway, so like, what was the point to all that, you know? So Caulifla creates a smoke screen in which She-Hulk jumps through, and Goku's like, what's the point in all that? Like, I can sense your energy. And She-Hulk's like, it's all according to plan, which was really freaking awesome. And Caulifla starts just bashing the freaking crap out of him until, of course, he breaks free. And then here's an interesting thing. He does the instant transmission, and Caulifla predicts where he's gonna land, which I did think was really cool, but then Goku's like, oh, that move's not gonna work anymore. It's like, why not? You know, you could literally teleport anywhere you want. How could, like, there's no way that she can possibly predict exactly where you're gonna be every time you use this move, even though that's kind of a thing that the series does, especially when it came to Goku fighting Hit. Goku was predicting where Hit would go when he used his time skip, so I don't put it past the series to do that. I just don't really like the concepts all that much. But since he's getting his ass kicked, decides to go into Super Saiyan God finally, and starts finally getting the upper hand on the two. And not only that, he is literally eliminating them. Does a Kamehameha and destroys part of the stage, sending them off into the abyss. Shortly before this, however, they mentioned something a little bit mysterious, and I really actually loved how they did this. It was very, obvious what they were gonna do, but it was very cool and not really in your face, I didn't feel like. And they did it while they were being eliminated. Although, when it showed it from a visual perspective, they were really far down there. So considering that, they probably should have disappeared, considering that a lot of the fighters fall like maybe 5 feet and then disappear into the bleachers. But that's whatever. I thought the portrayal of this fusion was really badass, because all you see are these two little green specks side by side, and then that piece that they were standing on explodes, and she just flashes right by Goku. And then we finally get the reveal that it is Kefla, although I think Kafla is probably accurate as well. So this was pretty cool, and you actually get to feel like how much more powerful she got as compared to Goku, since he was beating the crap out of them before, and then she gets a power up and starts getting the upper hand on him. And that's kind of how fusion has been. Like, there's an enemy, he is stronger than both of you, but you fuse, making you stronger than your enemy. So speaking of the multiplier for fusion, we get a line from Vados. She says, yeah, fusion is more than the sum of your parts. So it's obviously not addition. It's not Kale plus Caulifla. It is quote unquote tens of times stronger. Okay, so do you add their power together and then multiply by tens of times? Because then it's like a Super Saiyan transformation. So say Goku as a Super Saiyan God is a 10. And Kale and Caulifla added together is an 8, because Super Saiyan God Goku is getting the upper hand and defeating Kale and Caulifla separately. So Vados saying that it is tens of times stronger would make Kefla into an 80, multiplying 8 by 10. Hell, even if you put Kale and Caulifla at a 2, it would still be stronger than Goku's 10. Obviously, I just made this up on the fly, so it's not like concrete or anything, but that's kind of how I make sense of it. I mean, it makes sense to me that she is stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku. And he's definitely going to have some trouble with her when she goes Super Saiyan into, and possibly even into Super Saiyan 3. So yeah, overall, it was an enjoyable episode. I thought it was better than 113. It did have some wonky animation. There was a lot of really great looking stills, very harsh like line quality in this, and higher like contrast, it seems, than the series has been up till this point. What did you guys think of the episode? Next episode, Goku fights Kefla, we get some more Piccolo and Gohan versus the Universe 6 Namekians, and it looks like it'll be some fun. So until next time guys, thanks for watching, take it easy.